So the final day of the first week of fall veto session was an interesting week. You had a whole bunch of things pop off, but they didn't address, the nuclear moratorium. They didn't address the high voltage power lines. They did address a measure about school lunches and religious considerations. So they had some veto action this week, but they took the time also to advance other measures, including in the House. The only thing they did this week with 3 scheduled days, one of them they canceled, so they were only in for 2 days. They did approve a measure to allow for state house employees to unionize, which only impacts nearly 200 state employees that work at the state capitol as staffers and, other positions, custodial work, and so on. But regardless, that was the sole focus of the House this week. Now, they were only in for 2 of the 3 days. They come back for 3 more days, November 7th, 8th, and 9th. So we'll definitely be covering that and bringing the latest there. But not a lot of activity out of the House. In the Senate, not a lot of activity either, except for a bunch of appointment messages that were approved. They did allow for a measure to advance that changes the EV charging capabilities on houses and what the mandate looks like there. They also approved a measure that allows for voters to be asked for tax increases to support local township mental health boards. So a variety of different measures have advanced, but one thing that didn't. The Invest in Kids School Choice Scholarship Program, that is still in limbo. And you've got some families that showed up all 3 days, droves of families, busloads from all over the state, advocating for them to keep their school choice scholarship. I talked with a student, Sophia. She wanted to tell her story, why this school choice scholarship program is so important to her and her family. Again, this is a program that is not funded by tax dollars. It's funded by private donations to go into a fund to go to families to take their kids out of what they see as a failing public school and put them into a private school of their choice, be it a parochial school or not. Regardless, it's the state's only school choice program, set to expire at the end of this year, in the middle of the school year, if lawmakers don't re-up it. And again, lawmakers have only 3 days left before the end of the calendar year. Here's Sophia.
I'm from Joliet, and I came here because I need to save my scholarship. If they took away the scholarship, then I would probably have to go back homeschooling. 2 years ago, my dad got in an accident at work, and he was unable to move, so he was like this for a whole year. And then when COVID hit back in 2020, my dad catched COVID, and he got sick, and he ended up staying in the hospital for a long period of time, and he ended up passing away. And we were homeschooling for at least 2 years, and then my mom got really stressed out because she was pregnant. And then we had to, we decided to go over to St. Jude, and my mom she has to do both like tasks at the same time. So she told us we're gonna go to St. Jude, and they were trying to take the scholarship away. So she said if they take the scholarship away, it's gonna be more stress for me, and I'm also gonna have to go. And I also have to go back to homeschooling. I guess we need our scholarships. There's going to be more people like us, there's going to be more people like us suffering and also being stressed out, trying to make sure what's going to happen in our future, trying to see what's going to happen in our future if our scholarships are not saved.
It's an incredible testimony that she provided just in the middle of a busy hallway at the Illinois State House outside the Senate chambers. Sophia sharing that story, and I'm sure she's told several lawmakers that story as well. Just as Ann Story, who's from Springfield, a single mom there with 3 children, advocating to keep the scholarship. Here's Ann's story.
The importance of this program is that my kids will get to stay at their school with their friends and continue the education and that we feel is best for our family and for them especially. It means that we would probably have to make a different decision next year, along with several of our friends. We have a school that has, I believe, 37 students who receive a scholarship right now, with an additional 20 on the wait list. I'm hearing we've got some strong supporters. I'm here. We also have some strong opponents as well. So I don't know. I'm hearing 50-50. I'm hoping they do the right thing, because I think this is a program Illinois should be proud to offer. I think that it gives families one way to have a say in their children's grade school, middle school, and high school education, to make a choice that is best for them. And I know as a single mom right now, it's best for me to have my children all in one school. And I just really hope that, they make a choice. They think about the kids.
So we'll watch what happens with fall veto session, the final 3 days before they actually could let the Invest in Kids School Choice Scholarship Program expire. A lot of eyeballs are going to be on that, no question. All right, that's all I got for you on this Friday. It's been a good week and a lot more to cover, including a conversation I had with State Senator Jason Plummer about his legislation to ultimately have firearms purchasers during that injunction week held harmless. I talked with him yesterday, and we'll hear more of this on Monday.
What kind of conversations are you having, if any, about your measure to hold those harmless?
Well, obviously, the folks on my side of the aisle love the concept. It's very common sense. It shouldn't matter where you stand on the Second Amendment issue. This is just common sense legislation. Unfortunately, right now we're not getting a lot of traction with the other side, but there's still time to go before January 1st.
So we'll watch that closely, and you can stay right here, tuned in, check out previous reporting, and be sure to like, subscribe, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning. All right, thanks again. Greatly appreciate everybody taking part and being here for it, and hopefully you're staying informed and keeping plugged into the nitty-gritty details on what's going on here in Illinois. Follow me on X. Follow me on, all the different social media. Just search Bishop on Air anywhere. All right, BISHOPONAIR, Bishop on Air. All right, we'll see you back here next week.